gosh, I'm so tired. Okay, hi, I'm Kiara, back with another video. This time I'm going to be talking about my zero waste grocery delivery from Infinity Goods here in Colorado. Now this is going to be specific to Colorado, but I'm sure that there are other options similar to this in your states, in your cities. Probably not as easy to do in smaller towns, unfortunately, but even smaller towns can have some kind of bulk grocery. So yeah, let me go into it. Now this video was actually meant to be filmed yesterday, but I accidentally ordered this delivery for next week, and then I texted them yesterday like, when am I going to get my delivery? And like, you didn't make the order. And they were really nice about it though. They said that they can move it to today, which is great, but it makes this video a little bit more difficult because I played Dungeons & Dragons on this day, and it was a really long day of work, and I'm just really tired. And I was actually going to just do like a live reenactment of this video tomorrow, but I really needed to eat some of this food, and I'm just really tired. So we're doing it today. Okay, so just kind of to go through the kind of stuff that I got this week. I get different things all the time. First up, we got some bread. You might have seen my garlic bread video. This is the same type of bread, but this is the whole wheat. Last time they ran out and they gave me the blonde. And this is actually from a bakery here in Denver. It's not baked in-house at this grocery store. They go to a place called Rebel Bread, and they make this delicious, absolutely delicious whole wheat sourdough. Like, oh my god, this smells so good. I might be eating this later. Don't mind me putting back in a slice of bread that I just fondled. It's fine. I'm going to be the one that's eating it. I did get it sliced this time. This is the first time I've gotten it sliced, just because, as you may have seen in my video, it doesn't feel as homey, but whatever. So that's the first thing that I got. You can also get my produce from this grocery store. So I got some broccoli. I believe that this is organic broccoli because it was on sale. Although I will say I don't always buy organic. I do sometimes, and I know that it's better. It's just, you know, it's more expensive. But I do try. So like that was on sale, and even though on sale it was more expensive than non-organic broccoli, it was close enough, so I got it. And then here they have these little produce bags, and I've got some spinach. Now this is really, really tricky for me. I love spinach, but I never was the type to buy this type of spinach where it's not like a baby, and I have a lot of trouble eating it. So that's the reason why I wanted to make this video tonight, is I want to make sure that I get this. I know you shouldn't wash your produce first, but it makes it easier for me. I'm going to get this and wash it, cut it up, and put it into a Tupperware with one of my cloth towels so that it can dry up the excess moisture. And then to me, I think that'll make it seem more like those tubs that you can get from the grocery store that I used to get. That's just a plastic tub that has just the baby leaf lettuce that I can use for salads. And then at the end of it, I'll freeze it up if I don't use it all, and then use it in smoothies. Spinach is great. I love spinach. Then I got some red bell peppers. I'm going to use these to make some jollof rice, so look out for that video. Now this is really cool. Okay, so these are little dishwasher pods. I think this is just so clever that you can buy these individual and then not have to worry about getting a big plastic container of them, because I mean I can reuse that container every single time for these, which I do. I still have a plastic container that I use. I have to put it in right now. So this is an old container that I have, and then I just can put these in there, and then I can recycle the paper, and there's no extra waste, because I don't know, just since the pandemic I've been getting a lot of climate anxiety and really just feeling anxious about my contribution to the destruction of the planet. And I know that one person's damage is minuscule, especially like I don't have a car already, and I already was eating really local, but I don't know, just anything that I can do to help, I think. I think me going all out kind of accounts for like 5 people going a little bit. So yeah, it's been something I'm really freaking out about. Maybe I can make a video about it. That could be cool. And then maybe some of you will agree with me and be like, oh my gosh, I've been freaking out too. Especially with the fires. We've been having really bad fires in Colorado. This is also really cool. So this is tofu. Part of me trying to be greener with the pandemic is I've gone vegan. And tofu is always just wrapped in so much plastic. It's awful. And I love tofu. I loved tofu even before I was vegan, since I was a little kid. When I was really little, my favorite meal was tofu soup, which is probably just miso soup, but to me it was tofu soup. And I mean, I've just always loved tofu. And so it's nice to have this, which this comes with 2 things of tofu in the one jar, and they come in these compostable little baggies. And then some tomatoes. One is going to be for a sandwich, the other is going to be for jollof rice. Got a sweet potato. Now these do come in plastic. This is unwrapped energy bites. These are a little bit pricey, but they are local, so I like supporting them. And then I've been going into my office during the week. There's only one other person on my team who's going into the office. Software doesn't really need to be in the office. I just like to go in. And for some reason, when I'm in the office, I just get so hungry, which is good because when I'm home, I don't get hungry and then I don't eat enough. So I wanted to get some snacks that I could eat while I'm in the office. But this comes in plastic. And so what I do is you use this up and then you return it, and then this company will reuse the same plastic container. So I know it's not perfect, like we shouldn't be using plastic at all, but at least it's being reused. And then here, this is kind of a new addition to the grocery store. This is fortified oat milk. So this has added vitamins and nutrients to it, just like regular milk from the grocery store would have. Not as much, like they don't think that they add, what do they always add to milk? Like vitamin D, or is that just whole milk? But this does have calcium and potassium and I think B12, if I remember correctly. It's unsweetened, but this actually does taste like the Oatly milk. If I remember the name, I'll put it in the video as a text for the company that's making this. If I add some sugar to it, it's really good. I think this time I'll not add the sugar, and then, because some recipes call for unsweetened milk, so we'll see. But yeah, it's a little bit more expensive than getting the Oatly milk, which is unfortunate. Most things from this grocery store are actually cheaper because you're not paying for the packaging, but for the milk it's more expensive, which honestly to me is a little bit stupid because, I mean, it's just oats and water. That's why I didn't buy it before. They used to have just like an all-natural oat milk, which was just oats and water, which to me, like, why not just have some oatmeal then, you know? But when it's fortified, that seems worth it to me because then you're getting the nutrients that I'm missing from milk. And since I'm going vegan, I do worry about the vitamins that I get. And then here we have some peanut butter nuggets. These are those peanut butter filled pretzels. I got these for a snack for work as well. Some ginger for my jollof rice. And then some oats because I just ran out. Now you may have seen in other videos that I've also had vegan cheese. I didn't get a refill this time. I probably should have, but I usually do get my vegan cheese from this company as well, and they do a local brand, Peaceful Rebel, and really good cheese. But this grocery store isn't all vegan. They have like dairy cheese, and they have really good milk, like cow milk, that they get from a local dairy farm, which I think would be actually really good to try, but I'm vegan now, so. And then I also compost with this company. They've just recently started doing this where they give you these little containers and then, well, little, it's like a gallon. And then you fill it up and the next time you get your groceries, they just pick it up for you. It's really nice. So the way this zero waste grocery store works, when I finish up this oat milk, I will put it back in this bag and then they'll pick it up next time I get groceries. And same for all these containers. And so I do actually pay for these containers. They're usually like anywhere between 30 cents and $1.50. And then when I return them, I get that money back. And it's not money back as credit for the grocery store, which is how some zero waste places do, which kind of like traps you into buying more and more and more stuff from their store. The way that they do it is they just refund your credit card. So there's really no harm, no foul from it. And they are a delivery only grocery store. So they don't actually, I mean, they have a location where they store their goods, but it's not like a place where I can go and just like walk through the aisles and pick things out. So they all deliver, which is perfect with the pandemic. They've actually just had their first year anniversary, but then they also have pickup locations where they bring their food to a certain place around the city, and then I can drive and pick them up. So I found out about this grocery store from a website called Litterless.com, and that is how I would recommend you finding something like this in your city or in your town. Anywhere that has bulk goods, basically, they'll list on that website. They probably don't have every little location ever in the world, but I'm sure that if you know of one, you can submit it to the site. It's a very useful site. I also get other zero waste products from other stores, or I have in the past. A little teaser. I'm gonna do another video on this, but I have these paperless paper towels that you can just wrap around an old paper towel bin. I know that you could just use, well, let's save that for the next time, okay? Okay, yeah, so that is my haul. This will be a pretty short video, and probably not as exciting, or, I mean, I don't know, are my videos exciting? I'm just really tired, and I'm really hungry, because I honestly had like no food in my apartment, and that's why I really needed these groceries yesterday. Today was rough. I brought Eggo waffles to work today, and I had those for lunch and for breakfast, and I was starving. But I have food now. I have tofu. I have stuff to make jollof rice. And I did splurge today and buy from the Asian market across the street some matcha. And I'm gonna make a matcha latte with my milk. Things are really looking up. It's so nice to have food in your house. But yeah, I am going to eat some of this food, hopefully. It's quite late. I really should be going to bed, and you really shouldn't eat right before you go to bed, but when you're not eating earlier in the day, at least not very well, you should eat regardless of what time it is. Don't let people try and tell you that you shouldn't eat right before you go to bed if you haven't eaten before. Eat your food. I'm gonna do that. I'll probably make something out of this tofu, maybe a little sandwich with tomatoes. I think that'll be lovely. And yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you guys really try and explore this zero waste option. I didn't even really talk about that. Let me talk about it now. I realized that almost everything that I get can be purchased zero waste. Oh my gosh, this video is a mess. I think I'll just stop talking now, eat, and go to bed. Thank you for watching. Please like the video if you enjoyed it. Leave a comment if you want to talk about this zero waste stuff. I will answer any of your questions, or just discuss it, because none of my friends are doing this yet, even though I'm really trying to get them to. And subscribe if you want more content. I make videos about being an actress, I make videos about food, and I'm going to be making videos more about this zero waste stuff. Expect another video on that. Coming up will be a jollof rice video and a video about my zero waste journey in general. So yeah, thank you for watching. Bye. There's so much plastic in the world now, and it's really stressful, and we don't need to be talking about this anymore because it's just sad. I just wish all companies would just ship their things in glass and cardboard. Like baking soda ships in cardboard. Why can't everything else do that? It's just become so pervasive. There was a time when we didn't have plastic and we did just fine. In that way, there were a lot of other problems back then and now.